Hey guys, here is lesson 11.1. We are looking at polygons. So we're going to be looking at a lot of shapes this time. So let's go ahead and dig right in. Our essential question for today is how can you identify and classify polygons? So we're going to look at different kinds of polygons and seeing how we would classify them. The problem we have today is the Castel del Monte in Apulia, Italy was built more than 750 years ago. The fortress has one central building with 8 surrounding towers. Which polygon do you see represented in the structure? There's our question. Which polygon do you see represented in the structure? How many sides, angles, and vertices does the polygon have? So when they tell us that a polygon is a closed plane figure formed by 3 or more line segments that meet at points called vertices. So it's a closed plane figure formed by 3 or more line segments and that meet at points called vertices. So those points on the edges, so here's my polygon, those edges, these are your vertices. So I'm just going to draw a little triangle and have my vertices there. All right, so it is named by the number of sides and angles, and as we've learned in the past, each of them so the number of sides tells you what type of polygon it is. To identify the repeated polygon in the fortress, complete the table below. So a triangle has 3 sides. How many angles? 1, 2, 3 angles and 3 vertices. A quadrilateral is going to have 4 sides, 4 angles, and 4 vertices. A pentagon is going to have 5 sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 angles, and 5 vertices. A hexagon has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides, 6 angles, and 6 vertices. All right, we're going to continue that when we look at a heptagon. This one's probably one that's new to you, which is a 7-sided figure. It's going to have 7 angles and 7 vertices. An octagon has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sides, 8 angles, and 8 vertices. Hopefully you're kind of seeing this pattern. A nonagon is a 9-sided figure that has 9 sides and 9 angles and 9 vertices. And then a decagon has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 sides, 10 angles, and 10 vertices. So the blank is repeated polygon in the Castel del Monte. So let's go back up to the top. It says it has one central building with 8 surrounding towers. So we know that it would be an octagon. Spelled that wrong, sorry. Octagon is the repeated polygon in the Castel del Monte because it has 8 sides, 8 angles, and 8 vertices. All right, so most of this is probably not new. There's a couple new pieces of information that you're learning today, but hopefully that makes it a little bit easier having that background knowledge on shapes. All right, so let's flip over to the back. This part we're talking about regular polygons. This is when line segments have the same length or angles when they are and have the same measure, they are congruent. So when they have the same length or when the angles have the same measure, they're congruent. In a regular polygon, all of the sides are congruent and all angles are congruent. So when we're talking about a regular polygon, they give examples. All of these sides are congruent. They have the same length. All of the angles are congruent because they have the same degree of measurement. And so then we could write that they are congruent, or it is a regular polygon. A non-regular polygon Not all the sides are congruent. Yes, there's 5 sides. It is a polygon because it's a closed figure shape, but not all of the sides are congruent. Not all of the angles are congruent, so it would be not a regular polygon. So let's look at this Venn diagram to classify the polygons in each group. Draw a polygon that belongs only in each group. So these, if we look at these, what do these have in common? These all have the same what? The congruent, they all have congruent angles. All right, and then this one, they all have congruent, hopefully you said, sides. They're all congruent sides. All right, and then the ones in the middle, these are your regular, hopefully you said, polygons. Now, they wanted us to also draw a polygon that belongs to each of the groups. So this one, it has regular angles, so we could put another rectangle as long as it has 90-degree angles. This one we could put, we could do a equilateral not equilateral triangle because that would be in the regular polygon, excuse me. How about we do this shape right here where all of the sides are still congruent, but it's not a regular polygon. And then this one, we could draw like a pentagon, where all of the sides are the same, all of the angles are the same. All right. The bottom part says name the polygon. Use the markings on the figure to tell whether it is a regular polygon or not a regular polygon. So let's name this polygon. What is this polygon? Hopefully you said triangle. That was not a hard one. All right, so are all the sides and angles congruent? We could say yes, because we see all of the sides, the angles are congruent and all of the sides are congruent. So is the polygon a regular polygon? We would say yes. Okay. Let's go to the next page. This is a pretty easy lesson, hopefully. Just make sure that you're writing down what I'm writing down. So this one, you're going to name each polygon and tell whether it is a regular or not a regular polygon. And we're only going to do a couple of these together because I feel like y'all probably have this and you're like, oh, Miss O, why are we still going over this? We've got this. But we're going to do it anyway. So we have to name it first and then tell. So there's 2 things we have to do. First thing, second thing. All right, so this one, what shape is this? We have what polygon is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 sides. I don't remember what 6 sides are, so let me look back at the front page. You probably want to keep up with this because you might need this for later on. 6 sides, I know that would be a hexagon. Make sure you spell it right because it's in your lesson. It is a hexagon. And I'm going to tell if it's a regular or not a regular. I see that all of the sides are the same. These little marks right here indicate that they are congruent with each other. So I know that the sides are congruent, and I see that all of the angles are the same. So they are all congruent. So it is a regular polygon. All right. Look at the next one. I want you to pause the video and check your work just to make sure. All right, there you go. Check your work. It is a quadrilateral, and it is not a regular polygon because we see these 2 sides are different than these 2. So not all the sides are congruent. Remember, congruent means they are the same, have the same measurements. All right, and I want you to do this last one. Pause the video and then check your work. So hopefully for that last one, you said it is a octagon because it has 8 sides, and it is a regular polygon because all of these sides are congruent and all of the angles are congruent. All right, so what I want you to do now is I want you to do 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So do all of these. Let me circle them. Make sure y'all are circling what I'm circling. Flip to the back. I want you to do numbers 11, 12, 13, and 15. All right, so do those problems for me, and then go into the lesson check. You are awesome. If you have any questions, please come see me. Hopefully you've got this because you're a rock star. If not, don't be scared to ask for help. All right, bye guys.